Hello, my beautiful viewers. How are you feeling? I am feeling like a butterfly. I am looking like a butterfly. I have the most beautiful dress on. Look, look, look. And today I had a beautiful, beautiful discussion with my beautiful grandsons. I love to do when it's time for a life lessons. I love to bring out my puppets. So our show is on inspiration and creativity, and I've got amazing guests from Australia and from New Zealand that is gonna blow your socks off. But I have learned a new word. Don't use the word but. However, thank you, Lisa, for that word. However, this morning I had to do a live lesson to my oldest grandson. So let me quickly pick it up. This is Granny. This is Granny. And this is my oldest grandson, Sunny or Zander, but Sunny, this is Sunny. So today, Grandma had to tell Sunny if a person is not a friend is not kind, to still say to the friend, please be kind, I love you. It's important to not shout or hit the person, but to say rather, can I give you a hug? And Sunny was so happy to hear this, and Granny said, so tomorrow when you go to school, Sunny, you go and hug your friend, okay? And Sunny said, Omi, that was great advice. So this morning I had so much fun with my grandchildren, with my beautiful orangutans, and they're quite large, can you see? So my beautiful ones, what inspires you? And then how are you bringing creativity in your life? Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. First of all, I would love to say thank you to my two sponsors, Jose Escobar from the Connectors Leaders Academy and Shemenda Tanacone from CT Marketing. I am looking for one more sponsor, please. If any of you want to up your brand and be associated with heart-centered, amazing people around the world, please connect with me, because I would love to have the Power Hour TV show free for everyone. Are you ready for my beautiful sponsors? Here we go.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're a growing tribe, a community of some of the highest level entrepreneurs all around the world, over 440 plus members. We are in 46 states across the US and over 24 international countries, growing every single day to the tune of one new member per day on average, Monday through Friday, with a retention that's massively high. And why do we retain a lot of our members? Why are we growing so fast? Because we're bringing the best of all entrepreneurs from all different backgrounds under one roof. We're doing some special things here. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to scale your influence, make more money, get more clients, referrals, leads, collaborations, endorsements, you name it, this is the hub for you. Check out connectedleadersacademy.com. We would love to welcome you in. Thank you.
Like you're wandering through a maze with no exit, struggling to find clients? You're not alone. I've helped countless entrepreneurs find their way out in just 7 days.
I have to say, Taminda, your team absolutely is amazing, and I could not have made a better choice.
I think you're the greatest blessing I believe I've had in a long time in my life, along with your staff.
They have made the biggest difference in my business.
And I can help you too. When you book a call with me, you will get access to my $997 course for free about how to find clients in just 7 days. It's like a GPS to success. The best part is when you book a call, you will also get a free landing page built for your business. And scan the QR code and book a call. See you inside.
Just do it. You're not going to regret it.
My ladies is here. My ladies is here. Oh, I'm so excited for today's special show. So, my beautiful Jacky and KaKi, thank you so much for coming through. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself, and then we're going to go deep into inspiration. What inspires you, and how are you using creativity to ignite even more inspiration? So, my beautiful Jacky, please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hello, I'm Jacky. I'm from North Canterbury, a small town, North Canterbury, north of Christchurch in New Zealand. It's like on the other side of Australia. It's beautiful. It's it's just after 8 o'clock. It's coming dark now. Beautiful red sky. And I'm so excited, Sanet, to be here. And I loved your little opening with the grandma and your grandson and the puppets. I loved it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. My beautiful KaKi.
Hello, everyone. My name is KaKi Lee, and I am in Perth, Australia. I call myself the cash flow queen, but I teach other people to be cash flow queens by teaching them how to make money on the stock market.
I love that. And I would love to do a shout out to beautiful Brad Welsh. I call him my twin because he said, Sanet, you have to meet KaKi. And we had an amazing coffee chat. So my beautiful Brad, here is to you. Thank you. So my beautiful ladies, I'm going to ask the same question to both of you. What inspires you, Jacky?
Oh, many things. One of my favorite things that inspires me, food. I love food. I love eating it. I love cooking it. And I'm pretty obsessed with food shows. I have one that I'm watching for the second time. I just binged it like over the weekend. So I'm watching it for the second time. And I also love words. Words are my freedom. And I have been creating poetry. And I am so grateful that I'm able to put to paper what it is that my journey's been. So that besides food and words, they're my two top inspirations.
I love it. And may I ask, before going to KaKi, food,
Mm-hmm.
because you made us amazing food when I saw you. It was such an honor to see and have you and be in your space. You made us something that the ladies thought it was a breakfast, but you can just tell me what it was. But I all thought it was a dessert. What was it what you made for us? Because the taste in there was tickling your taste buds. It was delicious.
Are you talking about the scrambled eggs that I did for you?
Before the scrambled.
Oh, like a parfait. So it was in a lovely long glass, and there was fruit on the bottom, and then there was yogurt, and I believe there may have been some dried cereal on top, and just made it look so pretty. It was, instead of having it in a cereal bowl, it was like, no, when we were growing up, Mum always made us these beautiful ice cream sundaes in these large glasses. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
Exactly. But it's still the taste buds when you talk about. My taste buds is running around like, who's going to be happiest?
I love that. Well, you're overdue for a visit. You need to come back. I need to do some more cooking for you.
I will. My beautiful KaKi, what inspires you, my beautiful one?
Can I come as well, Jacky?
Oh, the more the merrier. Just let me know of any food allergies.
No food allergies here, and I love eating. So yeah, food doesn't inspire me in that, but I love eating. Like, eating is my love language, but it's not something that inspires me because I don't like to cook. But yeah, what inspires me is actually very similar to you, is stories. So as you can see, I've been in a few books myself, and I didn't realize how much stories inspire me until I got asked to share my story in my first book. And then after that, it was like book after book until I started my own publishing company and published my own book, which is Badass Asian Women. So stories definitely inspire me, and I've learned so much from the stories of other women. I, generally do work with women. I had a podcast as well. That's how I met Brad, through a podcast, and learning from others is just so beautiful. And you don't, every single person has a story to share, and yeah, that gets me going every single day.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Thank you. My beautiful KaKi, with your words that you can put on paper, do you have a process whereby you will feel inspired to write? Do you have something that you can bestow on the viewers, a process to start writing something? I am going to ask the same question to Jacky, because Jacky does the most beautiful poems, but first for you, my beautiful one.
I don't really have a process. So the first time that I actually wrote a poem, I was just sitting there, and then all these words just came, and I just had to sit down and write them all out. It wasn't planned. And every single time with all of the books, I'm a very last minute person, so I have to wait. I'll sit there and I'll try and type and write, and it just doesn't seem to work out for me. And so it's always like about a week or a few days before the deadline, and I'm going, hello, can I have my story now? And then it boom. And, I'll get it written in 3-4 hours, and it's done. So that is my process, which isn't really a process, but yeah, very, very much it's when it comes, I just need to get it out. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. And yes, it doesn't have to be a process. I will also tell you about mine, but first of all, let us go to Jacky. Please tell us, Jacky. Please tell us.
All right, because you asked so nicely. So I've been, in the last 3 weeks, I'm up to number 8 now in my poetry, and I haven't written poetry since I was a teenager, and I just turned 50 this year. But where the inspiration and how it's happened is I've been given an opportunity to share my story, and I got to send in the final edit. And once agreeing to do that and releasing any shame, any expectations around what I was sharing, because it's my story, I opened myself up to share more of me. So I am now writing my poetry, which shares more of my story without me having to go into all these details, but writing in such a way that you could read it and connect. And if anyone's been through any kind of trauma, they'll understand and be able to connect to it. So this is where the process last night before I was going to bed, all these, again, these words, and I'm like, oh, I gotta write it down. And then I was just writing some more before Sanet came on and scared the crackers out of me. So you just got to go with it, but you can't force it. If I was to sit there and go, okay, I'm going to write today, that doesn't happen. So I'm really just going with it. Just write it. So that's my process.
I love that. So ladies, let me tell you what I do. Before I do my quote for every TV show, I do a quote. I normally do a left and right brain exercise. So I was as a child a left-hander, but in those years they told if you are a left-handed person, you are dumb, first of all, and secondly, you will not be able to be in school if you're left-handed. So I was 5 years old, and I was taught to write with my right hand, and I was also smack if I chose to write with my left hand. So I can do very well paintings, drawings with both hands. This one is beautiful, more defined, but this one they can definitely see what's going on with this one. So I love to do some crossover, exactly the same type of exercise on both hands. and then I will start with my poems. And yes, I do use ChatGPT to make sure there's a flow. And my home language is Afrikaans, so my basic for English, the tenses sometimes is not that good, or is, and it was supposed to be a or that, and then I still don't know the reason why there's two different, and effect and affect. I get that also sometimes confused. But then I go onto ChatGPT and say, please help me with my flow. And then the chat will say, did you mean effect for this? And okay. What's the difference again now with effect and affect? So we have a conversation. But for every show, I do my own quote. I also love to do poetry. I wrote an essay yesterday. I went to the shop and I felt like something I didn't eat for a long time. And I said I can make it. And when they delivered it, the taste of it, it was sour. And I thought, I can make a decision. Or am I going to eat this and it's not what I expected? Or am I going to speak up? And when the waiter came, I said to him, will you taste this? This is not right. He said, no, it must be okay. And I thought, please, can I speak to the manager? And the manager was gracious enough to take a piece of what I was eating. And he said, and you could see the taste buds. This is not right. This is not how it's supposed to be. So I learned quite a big lesson there, is to speak up, because it was not to my dream. I wanted my dream to be a certain taste. And then I got something else to eat because I really didn't want to go to have that dish made over. I didn't feel like it. But after that, I wrote the most beautiful essay on a life lesson. And it was just by the sourness of something that's not supposed to be to that. So my inspiration flew out there. I think I have a 1.5 page essay I've wrote that will become a poem eventually. So how amazing. So my beautiful Jacky, I'm going to go to KaKi now, but can I ask you, when we come back to you, will you talk about the big stone? And then will you also, if you can, read for us your poem that's in the Diamond Moment magazine? But I will, because I want to put you on screen by yourself, and me and KaKi will move to the one side so that we can have all of you while you're reading the poem. So my beautiful KaKi, you've got a beautiful family. How do you fit in family and work and your publishing house and also helping so many others? How do you fit everything and still make time for you?
I'm not gonna lie, has been a challenge, and somehow it all works out as well. My friends always like, because my husband actually works away, so my husband works away during the week. He's only back on the weekends, so I'm a part-time single parent. So during the week, I look after the girls, and my husband comes back on the weekend, and then it's just chaos. So when the girls are at school, I do my best to, get all my businesses things done, household chores, and yeah, it somehow all works. It all works. I do so much, and half the time I'm like, oh, I've got all these things to do, and I actually, to be really honest, I really don't know how it all fits in together. People always ask me, is like, how do you do all the things you do? And I'm like, I don't really know. Somehow in the chaos of it all, it just works. Finding time for myself is probably the hardest part out of the whole scheme of things. And it's really a conscious effort. And I have to say, lately, I haven't been making time for myself. So I have been going, okay, I need to book something like a massage or like just something so that I can just not do anything. But it is something that is not in the forefront, putting me like making time for myself. So it requires constant awareness and effort on your part, my part, to actually make it happen. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. So for myself, I also do work a lot, and I love what I do. My passion is the Diamond Beauties and the Tanzanite Heroes, and everything I bring to forth to amplify amazing people around the world's voices at these long hours. But sorry again. However, I will stand and I will sit. I will not sit all the time. I will put music on and I will dance, and then even if that small breaks in between, that helps me. When I go to the ladies and I wash my hands, I have a beautiful ritual to tell myself how gorgeous I am and how proud of I am. So in between, I've got beautiful mindfulness things I'm doing for myself. And then every time I'm drinking a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and I am drinking my water, I slow down. I slow down my breathing. I smell even the water. I smell the water, and then I'm able to be in the moment. In the moment. So we just have somebody that have joined us a few seconds ago. I am going to ask her to adjust the camera, and I will be able to bring her in. So my beautiful KaKi, thank you so much for that. I tell you, sometimes it is difficult, but for me, I cannot preach it and not do it. So I have to make sure that I am the most amazing energy to be able to give it out. So my beautiful KaKi, me and you are going to move to the back. And I'm going to bring Jacky up. So Jacky, first of all, tell us about your rock. What happened to you when you go on that hike? And then secondly, if you can read your poem for us, and then when we're done, I will bring in Soné and KaKi and myself. Are you ready? You can just show me something. You ready? We can come in. Okay. Are you ready to be on screen by yourself? Oh, you are so amazing. Here we go, my girl.
I thank you. Oh, look, I have it all to myself. Good side, bad side. So a couple of weeks ago, with a friend of mine, we went up to a place called Castle Hill, which is 90 minutes from where I live. It's quite a spiritual site. It has a lot of ley lines, very energetic site. Think of like Stonehenge, but we have it in Canterbury. And I climbed this big mountain. To me, there's a big mother rock on there. And I was climbing, I was like gripping on with my hands. It was like a mountain goat as I was climbing up there. And when I got up there, I heard Sanet's voice, because Sanet will go, she said before to me, you made it, my girl. And I could hear her voice in her South African accent. And I'm like, okay. And then I go up and I touch, she's known as the Mother Rock. And again, I could hear Sanet's voice and I could hear it in her accent. And for me, as an intuitive healer, sometimes I will hear my higher self as other people's accents. So then I know that it's not my ego, like this is really coming from my higher self. And I could hear Sanet again. And she's like, you made it, my girl. Thank you. So I put my hands on the Mother Rock and I stood there and I wanted to give back thanks, because so many people come, they witness what's happening, they take the energetics, and to be able to offer back a healing, and then to receive such a beautiful message back from the Mother Rock, again in Sanet's voice, letting me know thank you for doing that. So that was a really beautiful experience, and being able to do that, I was inspired to write a poem, one of my many. It's called The Seasons by Jacky Foss, that's me. And Sanet has been so kind and put it in her magazine online. So The Seasons by Jacky Foss. In summer, the time was spent releasing of that no longer existed, that no longer served my highest intention. For in summer, it was the time to remain covered and release what was from within. In autumn was the time of turning, turning of the leaves and colour to turning over the emotions deep side in me. Then comes winter, the time to go within and hide. Hide from the seasons, the tides and emotions that once flowed out of me. As I sit in hiding and I allow myself to breathe and sit in calmness. For when I'm calm, all what is before me is free. Oh, to the season of spring, the planting of new growth, the opportunity to start over, the opportunity to admire all that has come before and embrace all that waits ahead. For all my seasons, I have growth, opportunity, and purpose. For all my seasons, I have the very reason to proceed. Whew, that was like very nerve-wracking talking to everybody. So thank you for listening. That is my first lot of poetry that I've written since I was a teenager. So thank you. Thank you, Sanet, for enabling me to share that with everybody. It was fun to write.
Amazing, amazing. So if you permit me, I will take that recording because your emotions and everything was beautiful. And I will take it out of this and then I will add it to our next show, Soul of a Diamond, when we're going to celebrate our beautiful magazine, Diamond Moment Magazine. So my beautiful ones, we have beautiful Soné, our editor-in-chief, and I am so happy she could make it for today's recording because her inspiration and her creativity is off the charts. It's off the rockers. She is our editor-in-chief for our beautiful Diamond Moment magazine. I'm going to ask her to introduce herself and then what inspires her, and then she will be taking part of the rest of the discussion. So, my beautiful Soné.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Apologies for being late. I was in another meeting. I'm Soné Swanepoel from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm the editor-in-chief of Diamond Moments magazine. I'm busy rebranding my coaching business. I'm not going to say what type of coach I am, but I lean into holistic healing and holistic independence. And thank you for the opportunity to be here, Sanet.
Thank you so much. What inspires you?
When I do the magazine, or just in general?
In general.
Music, people, seeing their hearts, their eyes. I like to see the beauty in small things in life. When I moved to Cape Town, everyone said, at some stage you're going to stop seeing the mountains. So I make a point of every time I drive somewhere to look at the mountain and tell everyone that's my mountain. I claimed it in 1996. So the small things in life, I think we think too big sometimes, and we don't realize that we are created in the image of God, and God is a creative force which makes us creative beings. But we give our power away and allow things to happen to us instead of taking our independence back and creating the life that we want. But that creative spark starts within me.
I love that. I'm going to start now from you, KaKi, and then beautiful Jacky. Do you have a tip or two that you can bestow on the viewers to bring inspiration into their lives?
It actually. Oh, sorry.
No.
Was it me or?
So Soné, and then I will come
Sorry.
to you. It's okay, my beautiful one.
Stop saying you're not creative. I used to think I'm not a creative person. If you don't paint, or if you don't sing, or if you don't write, you're not creative. But creativity takes on many forms. And I found my creativity the first time when I started baking cakes. I'm like, oh, I can do this, and it's fun. And you don't necessarily have to start from scratch. Most things I don't start from scratch. I see something and I improve on it. So play around, find your medium. For you, it might be painting rocks. For the next person, it's writing a poem. My creativity is not your creativity. It doesn't mean it's not creativity. Just start somewhere with something you love, play with it, have fun and go. Rediscover the child within yourself. That's the problem. We think ourselves old and then we think we can't do anything. Rediscover your inner child and go and play with Himora and have fun.
Wow, I loved it. I think maybe I hear you've got the back. I'm gonna just yeah, it's yours that has a back, but I just mute you. So this morning, my beautiful dress that I have on. Remember the one in Cape Town? I hooped it yesterday, and the cord is running at the back. So I know from experience, if you burn it, you can seal it so that it doesn't run. I almost put my dress on fire. But it's just small here, but I was like and I was like tripping like a little exactly, Jackie. I was tripping like a little girl. Don't burn my beautiful dress, don't burn. But luckily I caught it. So just the two cords were the split, I could catch it. But I was laughing at myself. I said to me, Sanet, you could have burned the whole house down because you tried to, and the flame was too long and I could not get the flame down. But just the realization that I was like tripling like a child. It was like exhilarating. So thank you so much for that. My beautiful KaKi. And for you, how do you have tips for people to bring creativity in their life so that they can be inspired?
I think the first thing that came to mind is don't take life so seriously. And most people, well, most of us are taught to, we need to do all these things and achieve all these things. And we don't have time. We don't even make time to even think about being creative. So for me, that is very important because I was someone that used to take life very seriously growing up because I was taught that I need to achieve all these goals. So when you stop taking life so seriously, then, like Soné said, you can start playing and thinking about what do I like doing? Because if you asked me 5-6 years ago what I like to do for play, I wouldn't have a clue. And now I'm still exploring. I haven't found the thing yet. So I would go out and try different things and see if I like it. And if I don't like it, cool, I've tried it and I can move along. And as you try different things, then that sparks your creativity.
I love that. I also do love adult coloring in. So I don't know if you have tried that. I love the mandala shape, the round mandala shape, and then you color in any color. So that I also love to do. And then I also love to do not only dance, but also sing. Not but my voice singing, not for everyone. But I don't mind if you want to listen. And then play different music instruments. I love that. I love that. It's just getting something and then, you can do it. That's so amazing. So my beautiful Jackie, you are ready to go, my girl? What do you have a tip of two for the viewers?
For anything creative, just if you can sit for a moment, be silent, and just let it flow. Just let it flow. It doesn't have to make sense. You can color outside the lines. It's okay. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's just let it flow. For me, I love food. So I love watching, cooking shows, recreating. I'm not very good with a recipe because I'm like, I want to try something else. So keep doing it. There's no right or wrong. Everybody has a masterpiece in them. Because that's what we're all masterpieces and we get to share them. So just go out and have some fun. Do it. It's okay. Go to the next suburb over if you want to start dancing, so then you won't see them. Just don't go dancing naked down your street because people are going to see you when you're out getting the mail. So a tip, go over to the next suburb that you don't usually visit and run around and find your joy there. Yeah. You'll
and maybe they will join you.
Maybe they will. They will. And the time the police come because you were getting charged for indecent exposure or something. You're okay. You're back in your house. It's okay. Just remember the tip. Go to the suburb over from you.
So my beautiful Jacky, when I was in Christchurch visiting beautiful Wendy and seeing you, and also being with Ayanya and also Shirley, how incredible. We had so many fun things that we do. It was incredible. The almost 5 days felt like forever. It felt like 2 weeks because we were experienced at what we have at the moment, what we were doing. And I cannot even remember all the things sitting on a blue, not help me, Jacky, sitting on a blue couch, a bench, a blue.
The bench. Yes.
Yeah, and taking photos there if we are the models. Yes, we are models, and we just love that. So we had so much fun. How easy, Jacky, is it to have fun, childlike fun? How easy?
Oh, remember we were at Akaroa and we were having a drink, and the next minute Wendy B was up on the table. Remember that? Like she was up on the table trying to move the umbrella, and we're like, what just happened? But everybody around started laughing. So it's really easy. It's a split second. Just go with it. If you fall down, there'll be someone there to help you get up. So
exactly. So my beautiful Jacky, I didn't give you a standing ovation for your poem, but here I go. My girl, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And then my beautiful Soné, I'm going to unmute you. When I sent you Jacky's, I said to you, please make sure Jacky's poem is in this month. How did you come up with your most beautiful image you put at the back of her poem? That was, if somebody really go and look at that image, there's 4 seasons in it. How did you come up with that?
Well, I get my inspiration from what I'm given. And when I read about the 4 seasons, I went to look for images, and what captured it best for me was the idea of a tree that goes through all different seasons and still remains standing. And we all have those seasons in our life. It doesn't mean we must chop the tree down when it's winter time. It's going to go through that season and get to spring again. And we have to give ourselves the space. So that was for me a very symbolic image to put with Jacky's beautiful, amazing poem.
I've got goosebumps. Goosebumps. Let me just see if I can take a photograph. Yes, here we go. So my beautiful ones, I will be sending these photographs I've taken so that you have a memory for today. So my beautiful Soné, not only have you done a beautiful and amazing, I don't want to say job, I want to say masterpiece. Might I say masterpiece for, every issue, but issue 18 of the Diamond Moment magazine is truly, truly magnificent. So my beautiful viewers, if you would love to see our magazine, go to my website, self-love, the letter 4me.com. Go on to Diamond Moments. Click on the link. You will see all the issues. We currently have issue 18. And when me and Soné started with the magazine, I knew what I wanted. I know exactly what I wanted, but I didn't know how to do it. And Soné was so incredible that she had previous experience of having 2 magazines. And not only that, she had the experience of designing on the platform InDesign, and how incredible. And she's got the eye for making everything beautiful. So Soné, here is to you, my beautiful one. So my beautiful KaKi, I need to use this for you as well. Can you please tell us, how are you serving the world?
How am I serving my world? Well, I serve my world by teaching women how to make money on the stock market. So that's how I do it. And my journey started, my share trading journey started when I was 18, when my dad taught me how to share trade. And it was a bit of gambling at that time because he was self-taught. So very much like, buy when it's low and sell when it's high. And I kind of fell off, but it was about 6 years ago when I had my daughter, my second daughter, that, everything kind of fell into place where I started share trading and I replaced my full-time income. And it was like, oh, okay, now I can quit my job and go off and do whatever it was. At that time, I wanted to be a life coach and save the world at that time, as you do when you first become a life coach and you think you can save the world. And as it was, I was like, oh, I want to teach people share trading. And I still, I love doing life coaching. And then it came to this moment in time where I'm like, actually, those two things need to marry and come together, because I discovered that share trading isn't a numbers game, is actually a mindset and energy game. So it was very much, okay, well, let's bring the share trading, the strategic, the logical, the masculine, and marry that up with, the energy, the mindset, the, more feminine side, and bring them together. And that's really helped me to achieve success on share trading. And then now teaching that to women. I do get a few men every single time I do a live group coaching, but mostly women. And that is how I serve. And just seeing them when they make their first trade and go, oh my gosh, I just made money. And that just makes me so happy. It makes me more happy than when I make money. When my students make money, it's just like, yes, this is what it is all about, because this can help them replace their income. I've had one of my students, he was working a part-time job. Within a month, he was like, okay, I've quit my part-time job now. Yay, because I'm making more on the stock market than my part-time job. So, and eventually he will then hopefully replace his full-time job. But that's what makes me really, really happy. And yeah, so that's how I serve the world at the moment.
Can I give you also applause for beautiful one?
Thank you.
So my beautiful one, I'm so happy that you came on board today, because I remember when we had our coffee chat, I said, when you're ready, please let me know, because I would love to have a session with the Diamond Beauty so that I can meet you and find out what you can do. So my beautiful viewers, all of my guests, all the details is in the show notes. Just click below, and you are able to see all my guest details, their elevator pitch, and as well as their connection point, and connect with them. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know the sparkles that these amazing ladies will be bestowing on you. And can I tell you something? You are worthy enough for your own sparkles to come, even to me, to come and put and be attached to me. So never think that your story, your life doesn't matter. Because I am here, Sanet Van Breda, your voice amplifier, are here today to tell you, you matter. Your story matters. And there is just somebody that is wanting and waiting for your story and your voice. Okay, now I am finished, and I think I need to put sunglasses on myself. Oh, wow. Thank you. So, my beautiful Jacky, will you please tell us, how are you serving the world, my beautiful one?
Certainly, thank you for asking. I'm serving the world actually by tuning up, because there was a time where I didn't want to. There was a time that I felt that my story didn't matter. There was a time where I believed that everybody around me would be better off if I wasn't here. So I'm serving the world by turning up and being me, in the hope that just one person will realize that they're needed, that we need them, their light is needed, and it's a better world with them in it. So I'm serving the world by just turning up as me. Yeah.
I remember so clearly when we had our coffee chat, and I sense your unworthiness, and I said to you, Jacky, You are incredible. You are sitting here in front of me and you are truly an inspiration. And I remember you were crying, we were crying. And then I asked you, my beautiful Jacky, will you be one of my Mrs. Spots? I will never forget your reaction. Your reaction was, what what is Sanet thinking? Tell us about your reaction.
It was, what the bleep bleep. It's just like, man, that South African woman, I think her translation is not coming across with the Kiwi accent. I'm not sure. I couldn't understand why someone as talented and creative and as beautiful as you, Sanet, wanted someone like me to be part of your movement.
And how fast did you realize that you are magnificent, that you are incredible, and that the ladies and everybody loves you?
It even to this day, it's still like I have to check myself. It's like, oh, I don't know, maybe the waving to the person behind me. It's very humbling. It is very, it's very humbling and very heartwarming that to have people on the other side of the world that, less than a year ago I didn't know, to today know that they care. It's a beautiful community that you've created, and I'm so grateful and honored to be part of it.
Thank you, my beautiful Jacky. And I'm truly blessed to have met you and have you as one of my amazing Mrs. Spots. And now from the beginning of March, we have you and Wendy for a Mrs. Spots. So my beautiful KaKi, we've got 27 Mrs. Spots, tea ladies. We call it Diamond Tea Party host. And all of them have a half an hour space for any lady to come in, to be, just to be, even if you're on your pajamas, your PJs, to feel loved and to show you there's a community that cares. So amazing. So Jacky, and then Soné is our Tuesday Mrs. Spots. But my beautiful Soné, can I ask you, how do you serve the world?
With kindness. I think we need a lot of kindness in the world. And by holding up a mirror to help them start loving the person they see in the mirror. I've got the ability to see things in people that they don't always see in themselves. And I like to show them that, give them hope again. Take that disempowerment that they might feel away.
I love it. I love it. So do you have a message for beautiful Jacky and for KaKi?
You were created for a purpose. You are loved by many. You are valued beyond words. And if you are able to see that in other people, you will know that it is because it is in you. That's the mirror that's being held up to you. What you see in other people is inside of you. So all the beauty you see in others are actually already in you. You just need to see it yourself as well.
I love that. Beautiful KaKi, do you have a message for the three of us?
Keep shining your light, because, we right now, especially in the world that we live in, we need as much light as possible. And, just seeing the three of you here today has shown me that there are so many lights out there that I don't know about. So please keep doing what you're doing and sharing your beautiful lights.
Wow. Thank you, Michael. My beautiful Jacky, do you have something that you wanted to bestow on us?
Keep doing what you're doing, because you're making a difference. You may wake up in the morning and feel that you're not but I can assure you that you are. That one smile that you give that stranger, that one wave that you give passing by, or that one thought that you have for someone that you don't know is making a difference. My life is enriched so much more knowing that I'm part of the community that she is. So just keep doing you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful ones. Are you ready for paparazzi? So we have time for your golden nugget. No explanation. So my beautiful Jacky, let me just have my finger. Are you ready? Please give me your golden nugget.
My golden nugget is just let your light shine.
Oh goodness, I took a photograph with my mouth like this. So my beautiful,
You were tasting the photo.
my beautiful KaKi, what is your golden nugget?
My golden nugget is you are money and money is you.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Yeah.
Here we go. I love it. And with your photograph, I could get the flash. I'm very excited for that. My beautiful Soné, can you give me your golden nugget?
One life to live and be happy. Live it.
Wow, I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? How beautiful, beautiful. My beautiful viewers, I know that there in this episode was so many golden nuggets. I know. Please, when you have time, spend time with yourself and think about your golden nugget. Think about what inspires you. Think how you inspire the world. And above everything, enjoy creativity, childlike. Childlike wonder, enjoy. So, my beautiful ladies, are you ready to have a dance with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Warm up.
My beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with us? They said yes, they said yes. Here we go.
Okay.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or swimming in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles, oh, there's magic in that light.
Bye bye,
Sprinkle me
everyone.
with